Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 50 for Monday, May 20th, 2013. And this being the 50th episode of Ask Think, that means I'm only 2 weeks shy of having done it every single Monday for an entire year. Episode number 52 is going to be the 1-year anniversary of Ask Think. This is also my 600th video. And it also is the most comments on any Ask Think video. And that number of comments is 2,890. And Flora Luo got the closest with guessing 2,879 comments. Now it is the most commented Ask Think, but that's kind of unfair because I think the questions were open for about 3 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of cheating, but still, it still has the most comments out of any Ask Think. So quite a few milestones there. Now, the next few people ask about Thailand, and as you guys may or may not know, I am actually back from Thailand. I'm here in New York. This is actually being recorded on May 20th, not recorded way in advance like all of my other videos have been for the past 2 weeks. I had an amazing time in Thailand. Thailand is an amazing country. I had so much fun doing so many different things. Thankfully, my wife planned the entire trip, so everything went very smoothly, and we had so much fun. And I thought I was kind and fun and all of that stuff, but the Thai people are so much kinder than I could possibly imagine ever being. If you ever get a chance to go to Thailand, go. We want to go back right away. It was so great. Okay, I want to talk about some stuff from the previous Ask Think, and it's about Death Swap and the Hunger Games and playing with Grazer, and it seems you guys love it, as evidenced by all of the comments. I'm going to keep doing them, and I'm sorry that we didn't do Death Swap this Sunday. We couldn't get one recorded in time before I left for Thailand, and I didn't think you guys would miss it as much as you did, and we'll make sure to have one for you this Sunday. The next two people ask what I do with Kopi when I'm on vacation, and my parents come and visit, and then they take care of Kopi while staying in my apartment here in New York City. Cookie2361 says, on the old videos, the intro says Insiders Network, but since your name is Thinknoodles, now are you going to redo that? Well, unfortunately, one of the issues with that is once a video is made and recorded and uploaded, you can't really change things in it. It's not like a post on a website where you can go in and change some of the text or change the title or whatever. When the video is set, it's set. The only thing I can change is the description and the title. So no, I can't really change those. The next two people ask about the restaurant here in New York called Kopi Kopi. I've already been there twice, and animals are allowed in the morning when they're only serving coffee. When they're serving food, they don't allow animals in, but I've been there twice, and it is great. The next three people mention my birthday, and yes, I'm going to be 36 years old this May 30th. So looking forward to that. We have dinner plans already, me and my wife, and should be fun. Atlas asks, why do you always take a breath when you say, hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles? Well, the reason I do that is because it's at the beginning of the video, and if I cut off that breath, which I could do, it'll be really quiet before, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, hey everyone, and it might scare you guys, so I like to give you the little bit of the breath so you know what's coming and it doesn't catch you off guard. Wobble46323 asks, how long have you had your flat? Well, I've had it for about 5 years now, and you must be English because you said flat instead of apartment. The next two people ask, it's kind of a similar question. It's what's the worst mistake you've ever made in a video, and have you ever cussed in one of your videos? That was the worst mistake I've ever made in a video. There was an Ask Think where I blurred out a really bad word in the comment, but I said it in my recording, and then I intended to go back and censor it out. That way it would sound more natural that I said the word and it'd be censored and all that stuff. Bad idea because I forgot to censor it the first time I uploaded it, and the word was there and people caught it. I think about 30 minutes later, I think I realized what had happened, and I removed the video and re-uploaded it with the censored word properly censored. The next two people reference 60,000 subs and what I would do for it. Well, I was about halfway through my trip in Thailand when I got 60,000 subscribers, and we're on our way to 70,000 already. Maybe I'll do something special for 100,000? Pink Puppy 455 says, could you play Approaching Nirvana in the background? Well, I decided to do that just for you. So, as you can hear, there's Approaching Nirvana in the background. Ninavo asks, how did you find Grazer and become friends? Well, as you guys know, there is an episode of Ask Think that I made it like a Star Wars episode, kind of a joke on how Grazer and I met. The way we actually met was on Twitter. Both of us were tracking, I'm pretty sure it was Rockhopper at the time, but either way, it was tracking Club Penguin mascots. And both of us were pretty much regarded as the best trackers on Twitter for the Club Penguin mascots, and we started retweeting each other because I trusted his locations to be true and he trusted my locations to be true, and through that we kind of started talking, and then the rest is history. PokeAnts2347 asks, what's the most beautiful place you visited? Well, so far, that's Thailand. I mean, I guess it's kind of unfair because I was just there, and if I think back to my African safari, that's probably one of the most beautiful places I've visited as well. And I guess because Thailand is so fresh in my mind, I would say it's Thailand, but it could have been Eastern Africa, Kenya, and Tanzania, but I don't know. But right now, if you had to ask, which you just did, I would say Thailand. Wing Networks ask, do you know Grazer's real name? You don't have to say the name, just say yes or no. Yes, I do. Aisha3338 says, instead of sending friend requests, why don't you just accept them? Well, unfortunately, my friend list being broken, I also don't get any of the friend requests you guys send me, so I can't accept them either. Sammy Abualba asks, why don't you go on CP anymore? Well, as you can see in the background, I played some Card Jitsu Fire this morning. The reason I haven't been on CP in the past 2 weeks and no Think Thursdays and haven't done any of the catalog videos yet, I will do them though. And there will be a Think Thursday this week, but I haven't gone on because I was away on vacation and I really didn't have great internet access, so I couldn't play Club Penguin, and also I was off by 12 hours, so I would be playing when you guys were asleep. Yeah, so that's why I didn't go on. It's not that I don't play at all or ever or anything like that. It's just that I was away from home. Hannah James asks, what do your parents think of your job? It's funny you ask that because I had them sitting in my apartment when I recorded one of the Hunger Games videos with Grazer, and they were pretty amazed by what I do and how much fun I have while doing it. And they really are kind of proud that I have a job that I love so much and I have so much fun doing, and I'm able to do it. Rockin' Ronnieful asks, who's older, you or your wife? I am older than my wife. Yina Gao asks, did you see the noodle stand on the furniture catalog in CP? Yes, 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 I did. People tweeted it to me on Twitter. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I haven't gone in and bought it yet, but you can be sure I'm going to buy a bunch of noodle stands for my igloo because who knows when they'll go away. But I have to thank Club Penguin for making that for me. It was a suggestion, I'm sure. Well, I would say I made the suggestion, but I didn't. I should have. But anyway, I'm so happy that they put a noodle stand in there because we needed noodles in Club Penguin. Aaron Wong asks, will your wife have some episodes like Think Thursday when her Penguin username is approved? Probably not. She'll probably only play during my Club Penguin parties when I will have them, every month or 2 or 3. I guess. Sorry about the delay between the last two parties. But yeah, I haven't checked to see if her username was approved. If it hasn't been, I think I should email Club Penguin and ask them why. Because it should have been approved by now. Don't you guys think? I mean, it's been, goodness, probably 6 weeks. So I'll check on that for you guys. The next two people ask if I've ever been skydiving. No, I haven't, and yes, I would love to. I also want to do one of those wingsuits, but I think you have to have like 1,000 successful, well, obviously, because if it's an unsuccessful jump, you die, but 1,000 jumps for skydiving before you can try one of the wingsuits. The next two people ask if I've seen a play on Broadway or The Lion King. Yes, I have seen a few plays on Broadway, and yes, I have seen The Lion King. Jane McMissile asks, has Kobe ever been around someone with autism? You know, I don't know. I assume that with all the people that Kobe has met, she has met some people with autism. She's a really great dog, and she'll let anyone do anything to her. She loves humans so much. So I think she would be great with someone with autism. Sonic Jack 2003 says, hi, Think, is it annoying when you go on Club Penguin and everyone stalks on you? Because I see your cheats and there's always loads of people around you. Yeah, they do stalk me, but it's not annoying at all. I love hanging out with you guys. Joe Pierce says, hi, I'm new to YouTube and I'm also a huge Noodlehead fan of yours. So I was just wondering if you ever needed braces because I just got mine and it's really painful. Yeah, I had braces for about 2 years from when I was about 12 to 14. And yeah, they were painful, but only for the first few days after they were tightened. After that, my mouth kind of got used to them and they weren't as painful. Although I must say I didn't wear rubber bands I didn't have a crossbite or anything, so I didn't need them. And I know rubber bands hurt a lot more, but you'll get used to them. You'll see. Gartner in 1234 says, please think Noodles when you say something as a measure, like how large something is, like how you answered how large your apartment is. Can you answer in both feet and meters? I'm not able to understand the feet measurement. That's okay. I'll try my best. That's one of the things that I had to do when I was in Thailand because they talk about meters and Celsius. And of course, here in the US, we talk about feet and Fahrenheit. So I was always trying to convert for everyone and I'm not that great at it. But as far as my apartment, let's see. I would say, okay, so as far as square meters, my apartment is about 30 square meters. I think I did that right. 700 square feet is about 29 to 30 square meters. Catherine Rennie says, hey, Think, what do you do in your spare time when you're not making totally awesome videos? Well, I wish I had spare time. I mean, usually in my spare time is walking Kopi and hanging out with my wife, but neither of us really have that much spare time to speak of. But thankfully, I have such a fun job that it doesn't matter. The next two people ask if I watch epic rap battles of history. Yeah, I do, and I'm subscribed to their channel, but I have to say the most recent 5 or so, I guess ever since the Snoop Dogg one, I've been a little bit disappointed in the quality of their videos. I don't know about you guys who subscribe to them. It's not as good as it used to be. I don't know. Hello Kitty Lover 12153 asks, how many videos do you post a day? Usually 1. Depends on the day, of course. I mean, Thursdays are usually the exception. I'll sometimes post 3 or 4 sometimes on Thursdays, but you can plan for at least 1 every single day. Sion Minecrafter says, dear Think, do you have a car? If you do, please say, and have you crashed a car? Well, the first one, I don't have one. And second, yes, I have crashed a car before pretty badly. I totaled it. And it was a little bit scary, but I didn't get hurt at all. Singertastic10 asks, how many Pop Tropica friends do you have? Right now, currently, I have 1,000 friends. I plan to add more, but I have exactly 1,000 as I added the 1,000th during my Ghost Story live Road to Captain Thinknoodles. Minecraft 27882 says, do you think were you good at PE in school? No, I wasn't. I was kind of a scrawny kid, having had asthma. I still have it technically, but it doesn't affect me much now that I'm grown. But I was a small kid and my asthma really affected my ability to do well in PE. Stoya Flavius says, how did you get married? My wife and I got married on the beach barefoot. That was always the way that we wanted it, and that's how we did it. The next person says, my username says it all, and their username is put me on AskThink, so here you go. NASCAR Lego Penguin fan says, hey Think, what NBA team do you think will win the finals this year? Please, and I mean pizzazz, put this on AskThink. Well, I think that Miami's going to win. That's not who I want to win, but I think they are probably the team to beat. The Roar Dragon says, Think, did you know the Marvel Party is very, very expensive? I had over 170,000 coins, and when I bought everything from the catalog, I had over 120,000 coins. Well, first of all, I wish I had that many coins. But second of all, yeah, it is expensive. The one last year was expensive as well, but 50,000 coins. That is a lot of coins to spend on one party. Demarian Jordan says, if your apartment is a one-bedroom, where does Kobe sleep? She sleeps wherever she wants, actually. Sometimes she sleeps on the bed with us, sometimes at the foot of the bed, and sometimes on a little pillow on the side of the bed. The Maluka12345 says, why did you get an iMac? It only has an i5. Did you get it because of the 3.2 gigahertz? Well, I got the build to order model, which actually has an i7 3.4 gigahertz in it. So yeah, that's why I got it. Jose Machan asks, how much money do you make by being a computer engineer? Well, that's kind of a general question. Computer engineer is kind of a major that opens you up to a lot of things that you can do as a programmer or a systems engineer or a network engineer. There's a lot of things you can do. When I graduated, and that was some time ago, I went to work for Cisco Systems as a support engineer, and I was hired at $55,000 a year, and there were opportunities to do overtime. As I was promoted to a different job, I think I got a 10% pay bump, so up to $60,000. But you can make a good living as a computer engineer, and there's a lot of versatility with different occupations. You can be a programmer, like I said, or a network engineer, like I was. Lots of things you can do, and there is potential to make a lot more money. And nowadays, probably you could make more than I did back then because it was about 10 years ago. So yeah, I would expect you can make more. XRealGamingX says, think I thought of something you can call your subscribers. Maybe the Noodlers or Noodle Army. I recommend the Noodlers because it's original. Yeah, you know what? I'm still trying to come up with that. I mean, just Noodles might be fine. I know you guys want to be called something like the Sky Army or the Sky Recruits or something like that, so that you can identify yourselves as a group and a community. I just haven't thought of what the best one is. But yeah, I don't want to do Noodle Army because there's like the Bro Army and the Sky Recruits, so it's kind of derivative, and I want it to be original. So we'll come up with something. Don't worry. Victoria 2 says, think, can you play the Pile of Bodies map with Grazer? It's made by Seth Bling. I know that map, and we have discussed it. I have to learn all the names of the Minecrafters in the Pile of Bodies map because I don't want to go into someone's body and say, oh, let's just go in the green guy's body. And you guys are like, no, dude, that's Sky or something like that. So, I don't want to embarrass myself by not knowing someone's skin, but we're definitely considering doing it together. CoolFreak1215 says, hey, Think, I was wondering for the beacon because you only use the first floor and secondary power. You only picked haste. There are ones for floor 2 and 3. Well, kind of. What I did is I chose haste 2, and I could have chosen haste 1 and like speed 1, but I wanted haste 2, and you have to use all the levels to do that. In order for me to use the other powers, I have to get more beacons. Duck Dragon Momo says, do a series with your wife on Minecraft. Trust me, I plan to, and she likes the game. She's played it a little bit. I've taught her the basics, and we're going to do something. We will, I promise. Doggio1122 says, think, answer me or else. Okay, I want to know if you can play Skyblock from Minecraft and show how to download it. Well, I don't want to do Skyblock because that's an older map and there have been some improvements made upon it that make it more interesting. Skyblock can kind of get boring because it's about the same thing over and over and there's not really that many different ways to do certain things. So there's another map that's very, very similar to Skyblock, but different. And I think it might interest you guys. Anna Melgarejo asks, Justin, have you heard of Sky Does Minecraft? I love him. You don't have to say my username, just call me Anna M. Yes, of course I have. I don't know that there are very many people on YouTube that haven't heard of Sky. He is extremely popular and still growing at a crazy rate. Sheena1234 Ization says, Dear Think, when you got 20,000 subscribers, why did you do Minecraft? Just to say I'm loving your Minecraft videos now. I did it because you guys had been asking and asking and asking, and I wanted to do something special, and thankfully I chose to try Minecraft, and wow, so much fun. Felix Fuentes says, Desert Temple, check. Jungle Temple, check. NPC Village, check. Witch Hut, no check. Things you have found. That's true. I have not found a witch hut. Another thing I haven't found is a mushroom island, and that's something I definitely want to find in my Let's Play. Thinking Mind 31 says, Hey Think, Captain Sparkles is coming to New York. I know, guys. Someone tweeted me about it on Twitter last Sunday and said, hey, you may want to watch this video and let me know that Jordan was going to be coming to New York. Of course, I was in Thailand. Not that I would have had a chance to meet him anyway, but I would have had a better chance if I was home. Very Lucky Cheetah says, Hey Think, how do you make the name of Tropica Islands appear on the side of your videos? Please answer. I really want to be on Ask Think. The video editing program I use, ScreenFlow, allows me to put layers on my videos, and I just grab a PNG or JPEG of the island name, and then I layer it on top of the video. And then I do my Road to Captain Thinknoodles or my walkthrough. Alex Hassani asks, Think, have you watched I'm Backing Up and Ain't Buddy Got Time for That? It's really funny. Well, I wish I could, but ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, maybe I've seen them. Top AG Fangirl says, why do people go up tall buildings and then put money in binoculars to look at things on the ground? That's a really funny question. I have no idea. 1970 Shag Nag says, unscramble HTIKNNLDOOES OKCRS. Thinknoodles rocks? Janie319 says, have you ever gotten on a sugar high without any sugar? Because it's happened to me lots of times. Uh-oh. Whee! I love bonies! My head hurts. Where am I? Scalvin2068CP says, Hey Think, I must ask you a question, but I will shave it for later. Get it? Oh man, you guys. TT Official Video says, Hey Think, would you rather A, eat a smelly sock, B, eat a dry crusty sock, C, eat a soggy old sock, or D, eat a sour sock? Please answer. Well, the best one, I guess the lesser of all the evils, sounds like a sour sock because those other ones are way grosser. CB Super Video says, to the Noodle Master, the Noodle King wants to replace him. You A, replace the Noodle King, B, say no but steal the sacred noodle cauldron, C, none of the above, or D, all of the above. I think I would say no but steal the sacred noodle cauldron. Jim Ayako 1 asks, what is your mom or dad's name? Well, since you guys call me Uncle Think, I guess they would be Grandpa Think and Grandma Think. Thinking Mind 31 says, Think, what is your favorite thing to go with noodles? Well, that's easy. A pair of chopsticks so I can eat them. JMan9395 asks, would you rather be a famous NBA player or a famous YouTuber? Well, I would love to be a famous YouTuber with the paycheck of a famous NBA player. How's that? All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Please don't forget to ask your question in the comments below. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!